Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be my top 10 stocks as we head into Tuesday, November 19th. This will be a technical analysis breakdown. So if you're someone that uses charts within your trading, or maybe you're just interested in learning more about charts and how they can be used as a tool to help make good decisions as a trader, this will be a video for you. And also if you trade Bitcoin, I will do a bonus analysis at the end. First off, a couple clarifications. Number one, the candlestick that you see right here will be moving around and changing. That is because the market's still open for a small amount of time. But I like to do these videos when the market is still open because sometimes we can capture some really interesting late day price movement. Second, I'll be using the 30-minute time frame, meaning each one of these candlesticks here represents 30 minutes worth of time. So stock number one, ticker symbol SMCI. Very, very eventful day. And this will mean a little bit more to those of you that have watched past videos. But if you have, hopefully remember me talking about that red resistance area that I put in place there, that trend line. And you can see right here on Friday, late day, the price actually broke above there. So going into the day, the big question was, okay, is that breakout the start of something bigger? And we definitely got the answer today. Yes, the price really got going and a whole lot of movement here. So I'll get rid of that. With all that being said, the last 30 minutes has kind of been a bit of a, it's created a lot of unclarity now. Before that, so let me just show you what this was looking like. So before that last 30 minutes, I mean, things were looking great. Not that the price couldn't pull back a little bit, but that candle right there does not make things as clear as it once was. Now, I'm still not going to say that the entire chart is destroyed, but what I am going to say is this area here now becomes very, very important as an area of support right here at $19.25, and I would call that a must-hold level. Why so? Well, if the price were to come down here and then break down below it, what would that be doing to the price? That would quite literally be putting the price right back in this range where it just was. And I mean, not to insult your intelligence, but price movements that make explosive moves and then go right back to where they were, not exactly a sign of true, genuine strength. So that's really the question right now. Is today's price movement the start of something much bigger? Is there genuine strength behind it? Well, let's see if the price can build some higher lows. And what is the higher low? What is the quote-unquote sign of strength being? In my opinion, it's being staying above $19.25. So that's going to be a very important level moving forward. Let's see if the price can stay above it, because if it can, that would imply that there's a set of lows there, a set of lows right there. And then from the big picture standpoint, if you envision those as stair-steps, you now have stair-steps making progress in the upwards direction. Next one, HCWB, and overall big pullback here, which has created, like I said on the previous one, some unclarity here. So things were a lot more clear before this bigger pullback happened. With all that being said, though, it's really just a matter of perspective. If you're some sort of day trader, flipper, scalper, and you're buying up around here and your plan was to buy and sell within 3 minutes, well then yes, from that standpoint, the chart looks really, really bad. But if you care about the bigger picture, you would have to acknowledge, okay, yeah, fair enough, the price has had a big pullback right here. But part of that would say, yeah, it has pulled back, but because I care about the bigger picture, what was happening before this big pullback? And those people would say, well, the price was here before exploding all the way up to right there, which has now given me the ability to draw a bull flag pattern. Again, I realize that the people that were buying right here as day traders, they don't care about this pattern. That's why I'm trying to distinguish those people from the people that care about the big picture point of view. So if you do care about the bigger picture, you like bull flag patterns, definitely keep an eye on this one moving forward. Next one here, DJT. Absolutely nothing was going on earlier in the day. Really for the past few days, volume had dropped off quite a bit. And honestly, I don't even know. I'm assuming some sort of news happened because you can see right here, volume all of a sudden came pouring in, huge movement, and it just has now transitioned into a question of, no doubt about it, that's a very strong move. But is there genuine power? Is there true strength behind this? I have no idea, but as we were just talking about with SMCI, let's see if the price can make progress. What is the progress point? In this one, I'm defining that right there at, let's just call it the $29 mark. And why so? Well, I'm going to go through this a little quicker because you just heard me talk about it. But if the price were to come down here, break down below there, what is that doing to the price? It's literally putting it right back inside of that big old range where it just was, not a sign of genuine power. But if the price comes down here, bounces around, then curls back upwards, what do you now have? Well, you'd have a set of lows there. You'd have lows down there, and then you have those bigger picture upwards movements. So no doubt about it, today's late day price movement, very, very strong. The question is now, is there genuine power behind it? Well, let's see if it can show signs of progress. And again, the quote-unquote sign of progress is staying above that level right there at $29. Next one here, APLM. I'm going to go through this one very quickly because you already heard me talk about it. It's all about perspective. People that were buying up here as day traders, yeah, they're not looking very good because there's no doubt about it. There was this bigger pullback here that has occurred. But for those that care about the bigger picture, part of that is asking, well, what was occurring before this pullback? And those people would get to answer the question as, well, the price was there on Friday, before it went all the way up there today, which is given, as you can see right here, another bull flag pattern. So there's definitely quite a bit of variety out there in terms of bull flags for people to choose from. Although I would say the biggest difference here is this one is just a flat out penny stock. So if you like bull flags, you like penny stocks with a lot of volume, keep an eye on it. Next one, NVDA, and overall, I would say good, solid movement, especially when you consider the context. That context being this opening 30 minutes, the price gap down. Price ultimately was all the way down there, but as the day unfolded, the price was able to bounce its way back up and make quite a bit of progress. So on that note, good to see things play out. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that level, and let's just get a trend line in here. And this trend line will just help us answer the question, is the price able to start to build some higher bases here? And, higher lows will be in play as long as the price stays above that line there. So, I mean, you could have a bunch of craziness. You could have it explode here, come all the way back down, explode here, come all the way back down. But with that sort of drama, you would still have higher lows, and that's what that trend line is helping us measure. So as long as the price stays above that trend line, and as I speak right now, kind of doing battle with it, but as long as it can stay above that level, that is what you want to see. In the event the price does not hold above it, let me make this a little different, then definitely a level that would need to hold, and no fancy reasoning other than that is the 138 mark, because that's essentially where the buyers finally stepped in earlier on in the day. But preferably speaking, you want to see the price stay above that trend line. If it doesn't, then definitely need to stay above that 138 mark. In terms of areas of resistance, main battleground remains right there, the pink line there, 200 period moving average. But as of right now, with this last 30-minute pullback, let's make sure that this thing doesn't spin out of control and then start to put in new lows. Real quick, I want to take a break and personally invite you to get signed up for this free live online webinar that I'm offering later on in the week. So if you've been enjoying what you've seen and you want to learn more about this tool, how it can and should be used to build consistency and manage risk, then definitely get signed up for the free live class. Like I said, it'll be Thursday, November 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a link down below to get signed up, or in the description box, I should say. Or if you're watching at the website itself, there's an area right there on the webpage you can use to sign up. So like I said, if you've been enjoying, then definitely get signed up for the free class. Next one, PLTR. This thing was kind of cruel when you stop and think about the fact that on Friday, it ended with a beautiful, beautiful breakout. So you know that there were some people buying for the breakout, buying for a continuation. And then this morning, opening 30 minutes, slight gap down, and then just a nasty, nasty plunge. So, that's just the way of the market. You could be buying a breakout. You could be buying something beautiful. But that's why risk management matters, because what a just nasty movement right there. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. And in the near term right now, the key area of resistance right here at 63, and this is just based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. So keep an eye right there on 63. And then in terms of areas of support, key level to watch now, this junction in time right down here at the 58.75 mark. You can see right here that was essentially where the low was here, and then you have some other areas of support around here where the buyers have stepped back in. So yes, very rough way to start off the week, but to be fair, from where it was at these lows, it did get a bit of a bounce back to the upside. So we'll see if the bulls can continue to build upon this upwards bounce over the next couple of days. Next one here, TSLA Tesla, and this was a good movement today. The price, and this for those of you that have watched the past videos, you know that the chart has been basically, or I should say, the price has been trapped below this line here on the chart, but got a very nice breakout through there today. So that line has served its purpose. So I'll go ahead and get rid of that. And now we just have a nice solid, as I say that, is this breakout occurring? It is, it has occurred. So let me just get this into play so we can first talk about it. So there's the resistance. There's the support portion of the pattern. And let me just map out the pattern here. So what we have here is, so there's our resistance. There's our support. Nice upwards move there. A few golfers out there make a little bit more visual. Put the golf hole down here. This would be a bull pennant pattern. But as I speak right now, that's why I like to do these when the markets are open. The price is ever so slightly peeking its head up above that level, which introduces an always exciting question. Is this the start of something bigger? Now think about that question. If nothing worthwhile is happening, it makes no sense to say, is this the start of something bigger? Because, well, nothing's occurring. But in this situation, something is occurring. There is a breakout that's right on the verge there. So yes, is this breakout the start of something much bigger? We'll have to see what happens with it. But even if it's not, I mean, there's multiple ways to play this. Maybe you're someone that likes to play, pullback. So you're looking for it to come down here and then bounce off the bottom of the pattern. That's also a plausible way to approach this. But as right now, Tesla's knocking on the door of a bull pennant breakout. So Tuesday is grab your popcorn. Next one here, MARA, very rough move here, not necessarily because it was red, but because it did break down below a couple of key levels, and the main area, let me just get rid of that, is the pink line right there, which you now know is that 200 period moving average. So as I've already stated, when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. So if there is any sort of attempted bounce back upwards, first key level to watch from a resistance standpoint right there, we'll just call it $19.50. Now, what about areas of support? Got to zoom things out here a little bit here. As you can see in here, it's been quite a while since the price has been down this low. But next key area of support going to be right there at $17.20. And then after that, if the price happens to break down below there, and I want to get one more mapped out, it would be that gap. Oh, you can't even see the gap close location. There we go. But it would be this gap close location right down around this area right there. Now, gaps do not have to close. That's not my claim. But that would simply be the next area of support if this downwards move continues. But yeah, no doubt about it. It's been a rough past couple of days here. Next one, UAVS, and I'm going to go through this one quicker because you've heard me talk about this pattern here. Now, maybe you would disagree with where I'm getting that upward trend line, but at the end of the day, it's still illustrating the fact that there is a pullback that's underway here. And then in terms of areas of support, we have that level right there. And then just to make it easier to see, so we have our resistance, we have our support, we have the nice upwards move right there. So whether you want to call it a bull pennant, a bull flag, I'll let you you can fight that out down in the comment section. But it is a solid little pattern here. So for those of you that do like these patterns and you like this price range down around around the $5 range, certainly keep an eye on it. Next one, TQQQ, and you got to give credit where credit's due, where the price was at these lows on Friday. Nice movement right here, but as I've been talking about, yes, nice movement, but is there any sort of genuine power behind it? I have no idea, but let's figure out where a progress point would be. And in my mind, the progress point right there at $74.50. Because if the price comes down here, behaves like that, and then curls back upwards, what would you have in that situation? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. Previous low would be right there. You envision those as stair steps, and you'd still be having progress in the upwards direction. So yes, today was a good solid move. Is there genuine long-lasting power behind it? Let's see if it can make progress. And again, quote-unquote progress being defined as 74.50. In terms of levels of resistance, main battleground to definitely keep an eye on will be that pink line right there, 200 period moving average, currently valid at, we'll call it $77.15. I'll get to Bitcoin here in just a second, but again, for you stock traders out there, if you like what you saw here, go get signed up for the free class Thursday, November 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope to see you there. And then also, if you enjoyed these videos, a super easy way to support the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It really does help out in probably bigger ways than what you would expect. So if you could do that, really appreciate it. All right, now let's talk some Bitcoin. One quick clarification here. I am now on the 4-hour time frame, meaning each one of these candlesticks here represents 4 hours instead of 30 minutes. And that's because Bitcoin is open 24/7, and I want this video and analysis to remain relevant for as long as possible. So by using a longer time frame and then walking you through some questions, we can make, like I said, this analysis last longer until I'm back to update things again. So as I mapped out in the Friday's video, price is broken up through that level. That's great. But the level that, and again, this will mean more to those that watched the video from Friday, but I put in that trend line right there and said, as long as the price stays above there, that's a really impressive thing. And I mean, the power of charts, you can't make this stuff up. And if you don't believe me, I'm not offended. Just go back and watch the video from Friday. But put that line in play and look how beautifully forecasted a couple of these bounces right here. So moving forward, question number one becomes, where's the price at relative to that trend line right there? So if you're watching this video 20 hours from now and the price is still above that level, that's a great sign. There is nothing wrong with the chart at all. Now, if you're saying, actually, Clay, the price is down below that level, next question would be, okay, well, where's the price at relative to this area down here at the 84,500 mark? Now, if you're answering the question that the price is down below there, again, nothing to super panic about, but that would at least start to serve as a very miniature red flag. Again, nothing massive, no reason to panic, but something to take note of and say, okay, that's a bigger bit of a pullback. So 84,500 would be that level that you'd want to watch in the event that the price is down below the trend line right here. And then in terms of areas of resistance, if you're saying, well, actually, Clay, the price is above that trend line, and then the following question there would be, okay, well, where's the price at relative to 93,600? If you're answering the question that the price is above there, then that's telling you that not only is Bitcoin strong in the sense of it's maintaining above that trend line, but it's that much stronger in the sense of it's been able to get the breakout through those highs. So keep your eye on those levels, walk yourself through those questions, and that'll keep this analysis relevant for as long as possible. And as I invited the stock traders, I'm inviting you as a Bitcoin and crypto trader to definitely get signed up for this free live class, because what you'll learn about can and certainly should be used within the world of Bitcoin and crypto. So like I said, it'll be later this week, Thursday, November 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So I hope to see you there. And as already I mentioned, if you enjoy these top 10 videos and you want to support the channel in a super easy way, please just hit that subscribe button, and a like always helps out too. So thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you get signed up for the free class.